Good morning, everyone. My name is Ms. Mapp. I'm one of the counselors at the Link High School. The Link, LINC, stands for Learning in New Concepts. Our school opened in 2014. We started off with ninth graders. The following year, we added 10th graders. Our ninth graders moved on to 10th, and we had more ninth graders. And then each year that followed, we added a new grade. Our school is a small school. It's only about 250 students at our school. We're citywide, so it's lottery based. We share our building with Roberto Clemente Middle School. So Roberto Clemente, those students are on one side of the building and the Link students on the other side of the building. Our school is located at 122 West Erie Avenue. And we have two SEPTA buses that stop at our school, which is SEPTA routes 56 and 57. And then the next slide will be Mr. Stinker.
Yeah, so there's four parts that we're going to go through in this presentation today. The first is our mission and values, and you'll hear throughout this presentation, our motto is live, love, and learn at the Link. So the first section, our mission and values, that's live, love, and learn. Then we're going to move on to how we learn at the Link, which is our educational model. Then logistics is how we live at the Link, and our points of pride is how we love at the Link. We'll start with our mission and values. So the Link's mission statement is the Link High School exists to prepare all students to be critical thinkers, effective communicators, and engaged citizens of their community and their world. So really looking to prepare students for post-high school, whatever that may be, so that they can be effective in the world. And to go along with that, the vision of the Link is that every student is ready for the world that awaits them, right? We all know that it's an ever-changing world, and we want to provide each student with the skills to adapt in that world and be successful in whatever it is that they're going to do. Like I spoke about earlier, our motto, live, love, learn at the Link. So when we talk about living, Link students are engaged citizens who take action to make a difference in their world. They help build a caring, supportive community through the words, attitudes, and actions. And of course, learning. The Link students believe learning makes them powerful and prepares them for the world after high school. Now we're going to get into our educational model, which is how we learn at the Link. So the Link is a little bit different from a lot of other high schools. We have a project-based instructional model, and that's based on 5 learning outcomes. So everyone kind of understands knowledge, written communication, oral communication. You at least have heard those words before. Some that might be new, you might be unaware of, our collaboration and agency. So with us being a project-based school, we do a lot of collaboration, which is essentially your ability to work within a group with some of your peers to get projects done. There might be different roles that you have to take on at different times, whether that's being part of the team, having a leadership role in that team, but making sure that you're working in that role and also working collaboratively with your team to get your projects done. An agency is something that you might not have heard before regarding school and learning, and that's your ability to develop and reflect on your work. So having a growth mindset. Say, for example, you do a first draft of something or a trial, being able to take input from either your teacher, from your peers, or just reflect on it yourself. And how can I make that better? And how can you take ownership over your own learning to continue to develop that? So that's kind of how our grading is done, also based on these 5 different learning outcomes. So it's a little bit different from other schools, like I said. Next thing that we're going to speak about is seminar. So when you're in middle school, so something different about our school than in middle school is you don't necessarily, it's not homeroom. We have something called seminar, which is a 30-minute block right before lunch. You might hear it referred to as advisory, but in this, you're paired with an advisor. When you're a freshman, you actually get the chance to choose who you would like as your advisor. You go through and meet with all of the different freshman advisors, and you choose which one you would have the best fit with for them. And the purpose of this is really to have a strong relationship with that advisor. That's why as freshmen, you're able to make that choice a couple weeks into school. And then after that, you'd be paired with teachers that you have a stronger relationship with that are in that grade band for advisory. And in this, we're building a sense of community within the classroom and a safe space for you to talk to somebody. We work on a lot of different things with college and career readiness. But yeah, essentially your advisor, that's like your go-to person really for anything that you're wondering about, something you might need to do. Even as far as like if you're out the day before, you would hand in your sick note to them. They'll meet with you about your grades, anything behavior or attendance that might have been going on. They'll meet with you, try to figure out how to improve that. And in advisor, we also have town halls and student celebrations, and that could be either with the whole school or just with your grade band. You can see in some of the photos here, some things that we would do in seminar. That top photo there, that was circle, a couple circles going there. So they're having different discussions from the beginning of this year. Down the bottom left photo, that was my seminar this year. Actually, we had a celebration for Hispanic Heritage Month where everybody brought in some food that represented their culture and their family. And then the bottom right, a little bit of a goofy picture, but that was a game being played at one of the celebrations. We'll do different games, and that was trying to get the cookie from their forehead into their mouth without using their hands. But yeah, try to incorporate some fun things in there as well. It's not really, like a class, like if you had math or science where you have a lot of assignments that you're trying to get done. It's really building the community and making sure you have everything that you need to be a successful student here. All right, next we'll get into logistics.
So our class schedule, as you can see, we're on a block schedule. We have 4 blocks. Our day, again, is from 8:15 a.m. to 3:19 p.m. Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, our dismissal time is at 3:19. However, on Wednesdays, our students are dismissed at 1:19, and that's every Wednesday. Our students get out at 1:19. So when other students at some schools get out early once a month for staff professional development, our students get out early every Wednesday at 1:19. Our dress code, we wear the light blue polo shirts, or they have the navy blue t-shirts for gym. And we have our navy blue hoodies that students can purchase. And some of our designs are created by our own students. On Fridays, we have dress down days for $1. Students can dress down, and that money goes to our student activity fund so that we can do more fun activities with our students.
Sorry, I just want to show this is actually one of our shirts that was created by a student I have on today. So if you can also, if you get any of them, then you're able to wear them as your uniform also.
Yes. Commons. Commons is a fun time for all students and all staff to have a 12-minute break in the middle of our day. So after third block, our students can go out into the yard. We have a kind of like a schoolyard or courtyard where students typically go out and they play basketball, they toss the football, they fly frisbees and play volleyball. And they get to walk around, talk to friends on the first floor, the second floor. They can have a bathroom break, or they can talk to their teachers. They can stop in and see their counselor if they have any questions during that time, or talk to their deans. So that's a time where everybody can kind of woosah, take a break, and then after 12 minutes of getting some fresh air and just talking to friends and having a good time, then we go to our last block of the day. Some of the after school activities that we have at our school are listed here. We have an art club. We have an amazing art teacher here. She's so artistic, very creative, and our students love being a part of her club and decorating our school. We have a drama club. We don't have the traditional sports here at our school because we're such a small school, but you do have the opportunity to play sports at our neighbor school, which is Edison High School. If you have a game day, our students can have permission to leave early on Fridays, on game days. They can wear their uniform and they can participate. Our Link students can participate in all sports at Edison, fall, winter, and spring. Our points of pride. Here on the left, you will see our students are celebrating their culture. During a fashion show, they're dressed in some African attire. On the right, we have, in one of our rooms, we have loads and loads and loads of books and novels that are absolutely free. New York Times best-selling books, absolutely free to our students. They can always sit in there and relax, have some quiet time, especially during commons. If they don't want to be outside and around so many people, they can sit in that room. And it's kind of like a mini library, and they can, enjoy reading a book quietly or with some friends. Next slide. And here is our business club, which is ran by Counselor Mr. Stinger, and he can give you a little bit of information about his club.
Yeah, so our business club, it may look a little bit different every year depending on what students are interested in. This year, there are some students that were interested in kind of the sport, like sports management, things in regarding the business side of sports. So with that, we were able to take a trip to see the Philadelphia Flyers, our hockey team here. We were able to speak with about 4 or 5 different people, executives that worked for the Flyers, and then be able to watch the game. They gave us some tickets, they gave us a tour, go through all the suites and all around the stadium there, which was really cool. So yeah, that was one trip that we were able to do with the business club.
Okay, another one of our clubs, they displayed their work at the Michener Museum in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. Next.
So that is something that's an ongoing project too. So every year we have that through one of our classes, we have this. So if that's something you're really interested in, it will continue going on.
Okay. And here at the link, our ninth graders get the opportunity to work with one of our partners, Outward Bound, to do a one-day insight trip, which we just did this week. The weather was beautiful. They had an awesome time. It's a time where they get to go on this trip. It's absolutely free. The trip is free. The transportation is free. The principal provided lunch, which was free, pizza and chips and water. And the students got a chance to get to know each other and do some team building and build support and trust among their classmates. They did all types of activities on this trip. Students can do zip lining. They it kind of reminds me of bungee jumping, not so high, but they get to do some climbing and they have all the equipment that they need with the helmets and all the supports. And their team members, their classmates hold them and support them. So that's where the trust comes in. And also, not only do they have the 1 day insight trip for ninth graders, there's also an opportunity for our students to go on a 5 day camping trip where they would get to do hiking and learn how to build tents and learn how to cook food. And it was really an awesome time, as you could see in these pictures with our students that had an experience that most of them never had before. Here is there was a trip to ice skating at Dilworth Park, which our students absolutely loved. And they had the opportunity to make some kites out in our courtyard and have a chance to see how good they can get them to work and how high they can get them to fly. And here are some more creative opportunities where they were creating a mural. And they also made some tie-dye shirts and put our the Link High School on it and can wear them as uniform shirts. Oh, and I'm sorry, and that we also have a drama club, and that was them practicing and getting ready for a dramatic scene. Also, like Mr. Stinger mentioned, we have town halls every month for each grade. And that's a time where we get to celebrate our students. On the right, one of our students is showing off her certificate of excellence that she received, and students get all types of awards. They get honor awards and awards for perfect attendance. And on the left, we have one of our former seniors every year. Our seniors have their senior luncheon where we go to a really nice restaurant. They get all dressed up. And then we also provide them with awards as well. Here, we have all types of school spirit activities. We have cookouts. We just had an awesome cookout for back to school night. Our back to school night was a cookout in our courtyard where students and their parents and families came and they got to meet all the teachers and staff members, and they also had a good time and good food. And we have our slam poetry team. They have meetings at the free library. And I love this picture. One of our teachers here, our Spanish teacher, he is very competitive on the left. He's engaged in a very serious volleyball game with our students out in our courtyard. And that's some of the things that our staff will do during Commons. They'll come outside and they'll pick up a football with our students and play basketball with our students. On Fridays, our counselor, Mr. Stinger, and another one of our teachers here, they have a good game. What is it? 3-on-3, Mr. Stinger? Where on Fridays they have basketball games with students after school. So and on our right, that's like a very touching moment, heartfelt moment that one of our teachers had with our seniors on graduation day. So because we're such a small school, we're really close-knit. It's a small community, and we all get to know each other and create a really strong bond that lasts way beyond graduation. Mrs. Stinker?
Yeah, we still have, to piggyback off that, we still have seniors that come back and visit all the time. They like to come back and see the old teachers and visit when they know that some classes might not be going on. And just to wrap up uh, this for the day, so a Link graduate is someone who understands the power of their individuality and knows how to voice their perspectives while working collaboratively toward collective knowledge and growth. A Link graduate is someone who can apply their knowledge to real-world contexts and has the creativity to innovate solutions that only they can imagine. A Link graduate is someone who embodies a strong understanding of themselves and what they can offer to the communities and the world. So again, that goes back to our model, our project and problem-based model, where we want you to become someone that can solve problems, right? And learn how to be a learner, not necessarily just memorize things, so that you can apply that once you graduate or in the world, you can do anything. But yeah, that is us. That is it for us. Thank you everyone for that came out or watches this. And I think we have yep, right here. We have our emails, also our Instagram page and our website if you need any more information. But yeah, we have the principal, assistant principal, and our 2 emails here. You can always send us an email if you have any questions.
Thank you again, and we hope to see you at our school.